Well, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for Way 31 News at 5. We have a lot of news to get to for you this half hour. I'm Marie Waxel. Jurors deciding the fate of accused teenage mass murderer Mason Sisk saw body cam video from the crime scene today. It was there in 2019. Authorities found 5 members of Sisk's family shot and killed. The jury also heard the 911 call Sisk made from the home where he claims he was playing video games in the basement when he heard 5 shots. Way 31 senior reporter Matt Kroschel continues his coverage after spending the entire day in the courtroom for us. And Matt, the video is so graphic, we understand some of the jurors were visibly upset.
Marie, understandably, that video from inside the home, 5 victims found inside. We saw the video from the first responding deputy, the senior deputy on the scene at the time of this call, shown in open court, about 40 minutes long. That video showed it all, every room to room as they searched the house that day. We also heard that 911 call that Mason Sisk made that brought those deputies to the house back in 2019. In that call, Mason Sisk tells the dispatcher, "Look, I heard the shots, ran upstairs, found my family dead." And that's when he went outside and made that call later on. He was in the driveway when deputies arrived and detained him. On the stand, in cross-examination, that first deputy on the scene, the defense took him to task a little bit about the actions inside that crime scene that evening. You're watching some video right now of Mason Sisk as he left the court here this afternoon. He didn't have anything to say about all that witness testimony, but that deputy, the defense was asking that deputy about some of the choices that were made on that scene to treat Mason Sisk early on as a detained person, put him in the back of a patrol car, handcuffed, took away his cell phone, and the state says, look, he was just a witness at that point. He was free to go. The defense trying to hammer home the point that early on in this investigation, law enforcement had already basically thought he was a suspect, that there was something wrong at this scene. Definitely a lot more to get to in this complicated and very emotional case so far. A lot of witnesses just within the last about 45 minutes before we wrapped up for the day. About 10 witnesses that were kind of showing the chain of custody of the bodies, the victims in this case. A lot more to get to. We'll be back at 6. For now, Matt Kroschel, back to you.
All right, thank you, Matt. Coming up at 6, as Matt mentioned, he'll break down what to expect from the witness stand tomorrow as this high-profile trial continues. Matt is live tweeting from inside the courtroom. You can follow his handle. It is simply MattWay31 on Twitter. Again, MattWay31. We have those tweets for you right now on WayTV.com with the rest of our extensive courtroom and trial coverage.